ca la tàllal loxoom
Moulay Sheikh Tidjani extended his hand and entrusted the holder of inner vision with the secret known as Sirrul Kubra. As soon as he took possession of it, the latter acutely perceived that this secret contained within it the entirety of the 19 names of the Master. Such a grand revelation could only awaken in him a profound questioning. What use should he make of this treasure of immeasurable significance? Moulay Sheikh, in his infinite wisdom, then instructed him to chant each of these names once. Obeying this secret injunction, he began the recitation, and immediately his perceptions were transcended. Before his eyes opened, an ethereal sea corresponding to the letter Lam, whose absolute clarity revealed even the unsuspected depths of its essence. This sea, of such pure clarity that no veil could alter its transparency, presented itself to him as a vast expanse of divine knowledge. As he contemplated this celestial immensity, his gaze was suddenly captivated by the presence of writings, elusive to the profane eye. He then understood that the goal was not merely to linger on the movement of the luminous waves, but to access the mystery contained within the sacred inscriptions, nestled at the heart of the spiritual sea. This realization marked the moment when he grasped the full depth of Sirrul Kubra, which had revealed itself to be the key that allowed him to access this transcendent vision. Diving deeper into his contemplation, he finally discerned the divine letters inscribed in the Sea of Lam.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala ayni rahmatir rabbaniyati wal yaqutatil mutahaqiqatil haitati bimarkazil fuhumi wal maani wa nuril akwanil mutakawwinatil azmi sahibil haqqi rabbani albarqil assa'i bimuzunil arbahil mali'ati likulli muta'aridin minal buhuri wal awani wa nurika allami alladhi malakta bihi kawnaka haitati bi amkinatil makani Allahumma salli wa sallim ala aynil haqqi allati tatajalla minha urusul haqa'iqi aynil ma'arifi lahwam siratika tamil asqam Allahumma salli wa sallim ala talhatil haqq bil haqqi kanzil a'zam ifadatika minka ilayka ihatati nuril mutalsam sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi salatun tu'arifuna biha iyahu.
No sooner had he uttered these words from a distance than he saw an angel already present in his immediate surroundings, reciting this celestial refrain in a pleasantly fantastical melody.
Allahumma salli wa sallim ala ayni rahmatir rabbaniyati wal yaqutatil mutahaqiqatil haitati bimarkazil fuhumi wal maani ونور الأكوان المتكونة الأضم صاحب الحق رباني البرق الأصطاء بمزون الأرباح المالعة لكل متعارض من البهور والأواني ونورك اللامع الذي ملقت به كونك الهائتة بأمكنة المكان اللهم صل وسلم على عين الحق التي تتجلى منها أرس الحقائق أين المعرف الأقوم صراطك تام الأقم اللهم صل وسلم على تلأة الحق بالحق كنز الأعظم إفادتك منك إليك عاتة النور المتلسم صلى الله عليه وعلى آله صلاة تعرفنا بها إياه.
What is most captivating lies not only in the angel's chant, whose melodious voice and inimitable articulation transcend any attempt at imitation, but rather in the being who manifested through these recitations. This being of unparalleled majesty, clad in a radiant white jalaba, shone with a light so intense that no human eye had ever beheld its like. His garment, woven not from ordinary threads, but from luminous rays, defied all material perception. No thread was visible, for every seam was replaced by a pure emanation of light. His presence was striking. The sharp cut of his jalaba perfectly framed his shoulders, with no irregularity, disturbing the harmony of his silhouette. Its length, expertly tailored, extended gracefully along his body and stopped just above his heels, never touching the sea. Each of his steps released luminous flashes, whose intensity generated mystical waves within the Sea of Lâm. To behold his stature was enough to grasp the incomparable holiness that resided within him. His eyes, akin to the luminous beams of celestial projectors, dazzled those who met them. His beard radiated light, while the most fascinating aspect of his hair lay in its supernatural configuration. Each strand hung in a mysterious balance, suspended in mid-air by a void filled with light. His nails, of dazzling purity, reflected the same perfection as his fingers. When he smiled, the entire universe seemed to bow under the effect of this divine beauty, causing a fusion between the heavens and the earth. Simply inhaling his fragrance evoked immeasurable bliss, for this exquisite trail was imbued with a celestial essence. The mere act of contemplating him, observing his radiant forehead, glowing beard, and luminous hair, constituted a spiritual ecstasy. The sublime being thus described originates from the Sea of Alif and that of Lam. Although his arrival is expected from the Sea of Lam, his profound essence stems from the owner of Alif. For the one who possesses inner knowledge by the grace of the Sirrul Kubra knows that the master of the Sea of Alif, Mawlana Sheikh Ahmad Tidjani, draws from the infinite ocean of the Sea of Lam, the domain of the Prophet Sayyid Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Thus, when this being appears in all his splendor, holiness, light, mercy, and unparalleled fragrance, the Hadaratul Ilahiyya honors him with the Tayyib al-Mutayyab, a divinely blessed perfume. His hospitality is such that, without uttering a word, any discerning being instantly understands that he is the best of all creation. His poised gait fascinates with its perfect balance. He does not seek to slow his pace, but his natural stride is imbued with solemn majesty, revealing unshakable determination, total commitment, and immutable character. This gait, far from being ordinary, bestows blessings upon the entire universe. When his steps resonate on the Sea of Lam, their echo revitalizes and infuses new strength into all that exists around him. When he approaches the holder of inner vision, the one who possesses Alif intercepts him to present him using the Surah Yasin. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Yasin wal Quran al-Hakim. Through this recitation, Mawlana Sheikh Ahmad Tidjani Sharif introduces the one he reveals, affirming that the mystical provision he brings is nestled in another sea, a sea glimpsed in the distance, engulfing the reality of Ha'un, which is about to unveil itself.